This is the Family Playbook, the show about your role in the family at every age. Your hosts are Robbie and Terry, both 15 every week. They figure out what is fair and what is expected as you grow up.
Welcome back to the Family Playbook, the show about your role in the family at every age. I'm Terry.
And I'm Robbie, and today we're asking the big question, when should kids start cooking, and what on earth should they actually be making?
Because there's a huge difference between I made toast and I made a three-course dinner, and both deserve some respect.
Seriously. My cousin is 7, and she can already crack an egg without getting shell in the bowl, which is more than I could say for myself last year.
Okay, so let's start young toddlers, like ages 2 and 3. What can they actually do in the kitchen?
Experts say toddlers can wash vegetables, stir batter, and pour pre-measured ingredients. Simple stuff, but it builds a connection to food early.
And that connection matters. Studies show kids who help cook are more likely to eat a wider variety of foods, including vegetables.
Which is a miracle, because getting a 3-year-old to eat broccoli any other way is basically impossible.
By age 4 or 5, kids can start using a kid-safe knife to cut soft things like bananas or strawberries with supervision.
Supervision being the key word. You don't just hand a 5-year-old a chef's knife and walk away to watch TV.
Around ages 6 to 8, kids can start learning the stovetop with an adult right there scrambling eggs, making oatmeal. Simple stuff.
The American Academy of Pediatrics actually recommends cooking as a life skill activity starting around age 6 to build math and science thinking.
Because cooking is basically chemistry. You're measuring timing, applying heat, watching things transform. It's a whole STEM lesson on a plate.
A delicious STEM lesson, unlike most STEM lessons.
By around age 10, kids can start following simple recipes more independently. Pasta, sandwiches, basic soups, maybe a stir fry.
A stir fry sounds fancy, but it's literally just chop stuff, heat oil, throw things in the pan in the right order.
And that right order part is where the real learning happens. Sequencing, planning, reading carefully, all real skills.
The knife skills progression is kind of fascinating too. Soft foods first, then cooked foods, then raw vegetables, then eventually meat.
Because cutting a raw chicken breast is a completely different challenge than slicing a banana, safety-wise and grip-wise.
By the teenage years, so us most cooking educators say we should be able to plan and cook a full meal solo.
Which I can do. Last week I made pasta from scratch. It took 2 hours and I used every bowl in the house, but it happened.
I made ramen from a packet and added a soft-boiled egg, so I feel like we're at different points on this journey.
The egg thing actually takes timing though. 6.5 minutes in boiling water for a jammy yolk. That's precision cooking.
Okay, I do know that. 6.5 minutes ice bath after. See, cooking taught me something.
One big fact that surprised me, according to surveys, fewer than 30% of teenagers today know how to cook a basic meal without help.
30%. That means most of us are heading to adulthood and we'd struggle to feed ourselves without a microwave or a delivery app.
Which is kind of alarming when you think about it. College arrives and suddenly nobody's making you dinner.
This is why some schools are bringing back home economics classes or rebranding them as life skills courses, which honestly sounds cooler.
Teaching kids to read a recipe, budget for groceries, understand nutrition labels, that's not old-fashioned, that's genuinely useful.
And cooking together as a family has its own benefits. Research links regular family meals to better mental health outcomes for kids and teens.
So it's not just about the food, it's about the time, the conversation, the shared project of making something together.
Even if that shared project ends with someone burning the garlic and everyone being a little dramatic about it.
The garlic burn is a rite of passage. It happens to everyone at least once.
The best age to start cooking is honestly as young as safely possible with the right task for the right age.
A 2-year-old washing strawberries and a 16-year-old making soup from scratch are both doing exactly the right thing for their stage.
The key is building confidence gradually so cooking feels like something you can do, not something that only adults or professionals do.
Because when you can feed yourself and the people you love, that's one of the most powerful feelings there is.
Agreed. And it tastes better when you made it yourself? That's just science.
That's just delicious science.
So get in the kitchen, start small, don't skip the soft-boiled egg stage, and maybe don't hand a toddler a chef's knife.
Sound advice for everyone. Thanks for listening and keep cooking.
We'll see you next week on the Family Playbook.